Hello everybody and welcome to Sam Boyd Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight, 32 Monster Jam competitors are competing in World Finals 19's racing competition. That's right, we are just doing racing here today, but we're revisiting the final ever World Finals racing competition in Sam Boyd Stadium. Las Vegas, Nevada, the longtime home to the Monster Jam World Finals. It hosted 19 World Finals, and today we are witnessing the final time that these trucks race down Thunder Alley. 32 incredible competitors in a sold-out, beautiful Sam Boyd Stadium on what would have been a Friday night. It is absolutely breathtaking. So cool to see these guys. This was one of the coolest intros ever, too. The way that all 32 trucks hit the track, and then they went out and introduced themselves one by one. It was such a special way to kick off the final World Finals in the, let's be honest, the really only home to Monster Jam World Finals. These other places that Monster Jam is visiting for the World Finals are just temporary housing spots. Sam Boyd Stadium will always be the home. Let's meet the competitors. We started off with Lee O'Donnell, VP Racing Fuel's Mad Scientist, Todd the Duke, Mutant, John Zimmer, Dragon, Scott Buto, Team, Hot Wheels Firestorm, Cam McQueen, Northern Nightmare. That's one of the grave diggers. We'll say it's Morgan Kane. Then there's also Colton Eichelberger, Max D, Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger, BJ Johnson, Gas Monkey Garage. After that, Becky McDonough, El Toro Loco. Then there's Cynthia Gauthier, Machima, Candice Jolly, Machima Dalmatian, Bryce Kenny, Mohawk Warrior, Mark McDonald, Cletus, Tristan England, Earthshaker, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, Justin Sipes, Megalodon, Jim Kohler, Avenger, Rosalie Raymer, Wildflower, Cole Vennard, The Black Pearl, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, Barimo Sour, Zombie, Jimmy Cretin, Bounty Hunter, Steven Sims, Scooby-Doo, Lindsay Wink, Lewis Oil Crusader, Cody Saucier, Monster Energy Mutant, Brianna Mahan, Whiplash, Charlie Pauken, Gravedigger, Neil Elliott, Max D, and Tom Mentz, Max D. Those are your 32 competitors battling it out to find out who will be the next World Racing Champion. It is time to start off round one of racing, and in the far lane, we have Todd the Duke, Monster Energy Mutant, taking on Scott Buto, Team Hot Wheels Firestorm. They come flying down the straightaway. Buto going really wide in the turn. Todd the Duke crosses the line first. He's made it out of round one. Scott Buto, that beautiful Hot Wheels body, unfortunately will not be seen anymore here in this video today. Our next race in the far lane, we get our first look at Colton Eichelberger and Max D, and we get to see John Zimmer and Dragon. Two good drivers, two good racers. They're close across the line, and it's the veteran John Zimmer in Dragon barely taking it home. He's off to the next round. The next race in the yellow lane, BJ Johnson, Gas Monkey Garage, the green lane. Somewhere, there she is, it's Cynthia Gauthier in Monster Mutt. BJ Johnson trying to take a win, Gauthier trying to make up the ground, but she won't. It's Gas Monkey Garage taking home the victory. Our next pairing in the far lane, Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, and he has a bye run. Overkill Evolution, Mike Vodders Jr. not able to make it to the line, so Bryce Kenny getting a look at this track. Now, with 32 trucks, all 32 of them come out of round one, and that is something that is different from a lot of past World Finals in which we would see 8 trucks getting a bye into that second round. Not today. Next race in the far lane, we have Adam Anderson and Gravedigger taking on Cam McQueen and Northern Nightmare, who was already eliminated. He red-lighted in this race, so no matter what, Adam Anderson is your winner. Northern Nightmare going for a wild ride across the line. Flipping all over the place, still hasn't resolved it. Oh my, and Northern Nightmare. While he's out in round one, at least he went out in fashion. Cam McQueen is down. The next race in the far lane, Justin Sipes, Megalodon. The near lane, Tristan England, Earthshaker. Tristan England's having problems coming out of the chicane, and he is all over the track. Justin Sipes staying strong Earthshaker really having problems. Megalodon is your winner. Tristan England, no World Finals Racing Championship today. It's going to come 5 years in the future. Our next race here in round number 1. We've got ourselves quite a lopsided matchup here. Rosalie Raymer and Wildflower with a tough task. She's going against Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger, the defending World Finals Racing Champion. But look at her, she's holding in and she's lost it in the turn. She goes way too wide. Son of a Digger's quest to go back-to-back lives on in round 1. The next pairing, we get our next Gravedigger driver to the line, the 2016 World Racing Champion Morgan Kane, and his opponent is El Toro Loco, Becky McDonough. McDonough behind by about a truck length. I love this racing style because you can see who's in the lead at any given moment, and by a truck length, Gravedigger, Morgan Kane is into the second round. The next race, we've got ourselves a battle of two veterans in the sport. Jimmy Creighton and Bounty Hunters in the far lane. Candace Jolly, Monster Mutt Dalmatian in the near lane. Dalmatian with a lead. What is going on with Jimmy Creighton? He's in that new truck this year trying to win a championship. And across the line, Candace Jolly has ended the hopes of that in round 1. Monster Mutt Dalmatian's off to the next round. The next race, we have Mark McDonald, FS1 Cletus, taking on Lindsey Wink, the Lucas Oil Crusader, two incredible racers who have never won a World Racing Championship. One of them's out in round number 1, and it will be Lindsey Wink, as Mark McDonald and FS1 Cletus takes it home. He's off to the next round. Mark McDonald has been a runner-up in this competition before. Our next pairing, we get Charlie Pauken and Gravedigger in the near lane, taking on Cody Saucier, Monster Energy Mutant in the far lane. Two great racers, Cody Saucier, a one-time Showdown champion. Can he take down the veteran? Yes, he can. Charlie Pauken with a mistake in the turn. Mutant is off to the second round. Man, there is nothing like World Finals racing in Las Vegas. I just had to take a moment to say that. The next race, we have Colvin Arden Black Pearl, who is all up in the wall on that yellow lane, taking on Brianna Mahan in Whiplash. Colvin Ard, a favorite in this competition to do well, but he's not looking smooth in this race. Crossing the line, and Brianna Mahan trying to make up the ground, and in a photo finish, Colvin Ard held on by the skin of his teeth and wins the race. What a wild ride. Josh getting the good shot of the replay. Man, you gotta love that Vegas replay. Holy cow, absolutely by inches, it is Black Pearl taking the win. Such a wild victory.
What do you think here at Samboy Stadium? Who thinks your winner was Black Pearl?
And that will take us in to the next race. In the near lane, Jim Kohler and Avenger. The far lane, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. And Gravedigger has a huge lead. Jim Kohler was in the semifinals last year, trying to get back there again this year, but Tyler Menninga cuts that dream short. He's off to the second round. Tyler Menninga himself trying to make his way to the Monster Jam World Finals after he was in the final round last year. Our next race, we have Tom Mentz and Max D in the far lane, and Barney Musauer and Zombie in the near lane. Barney Musauer with a lot of speed through the turn. He's overtaken Max D across the line. He's won the race. Barney Musauer takes down Tom Mentz in round 1 of racing in what has to be a massive upset. Tom Mentz looked smooth, but Barney had one of the greatest turns you could ever have, and Zombie taking down Tom in round 1 is one of the biggest shocks in World Finals racing history. The next competitor is another Max D driver, Neil Elliott and Max D taking on Steven Sims in Scooby-Doo. Steven Sims, a sneaky racer. Can he take down the veteran? They're both looking close across the line. Who will it be? Max D. Neil Elliott gets it done. Steven Sims with a power wheelie after the landing, but it's not going to help him get into round 2. It's our final race of round number 1. In the near lane, VP Racing Fuel's mad scientist Lee O'Donnell. The far lane, the Showdown winner, Corey Rummel and Pirate's Curse. Corey Rummel had a magical night in the Showdown earlier tonight, trying to make it to round 2, and he will! By about a half a tire, Pirate's Curse has taken down Mad Scientist. And now it is time for the second round. We've got Pirates Curse back again in the first race of the round. Corey Rummel takes on Todd LeDuc in Monster Energy Mutant. Corey Rummel a little far behind, has his luck run out. He's got no rear steer. Monster Energy Mutant is the winner as he will go on to round 3. So Corey Rummel, a magical night will end with him kicking the water around. And unfortunately for him, no berth in the third round. But what a great day for Corey Rummel. And he gets a chance to freestyle tomorrow night after winning that showdown. It's time for the next pair in the near lane. We get John Zimmer and Dragon. The far lane, BJ Johnson, Gas Monkey Garage. Two very underrated racers, and Dragon has a lead. BJ Johnson goes a little too deep in the turn. That's going to cost him. John Zimmer staying strong. The veteran has moved his way into the third round. Will tonight be the night that John Zimmer wins that first racing championship? The next race in the near lane, we have Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, taking on Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. Adam Anderson with some problems setting down into that final turn. Bryce Kenny has a lead, but he overdoes it in the turn. And Adam Anderson wins the race that he probably shouldn't have won. Gravedigger off to the next round. Our next race in the near lane, we have Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. The far lane, Justin Sipes, Megalodon, Son of a Digger with a big lead. The defending racing champion looking strong tonight. Coming around the final turn, he's pulled ahead and he's won another. He is off to the third round, Son of a Digger, on the hunt to go back-to-back. Will it happen tonight? The next race in the near lane, we have Candice Jolly, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. The far lane, Morgan Kane in Gravedigger, just 2 years removed of a World Finals Racing Championship himself. Candice Jolly, though, holding in there with the World Racing Champion. This is a big final turn. Morgan Kane does it a little bit better, and it wins him the race. He's off to the third round. Gravedigger staying smooth. The next pairing is a pairing of longtime veterans in the sport and very underrated racers who've never won a racing championship. In the near lane, it's Cody Saucier, Monster Energy Mutant. The far lane, Mark McDonald, FS1 Cletus. At this point, they were on tour together all year long, so these two know each other very well. This is a big race. Two heavy hitters, and FS1 Cletus wins it by a truck length. Cody Saucier tried to get it done, and they're going to do donuts around each other as they knew one of them had to be taken out in round 2. Two legit contenders to win the championship tonight. Next race, we have Colvin Ard and the Black Pearl taking on Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger. The Black Pearl getting all up into the wall. He has flipped her over. And Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger has himself an easy victory. Round 3 is coming up for him after a lucky break there. Tyler Menninga moves along. Now Barney Musauer and Zombie takes on the other Max D competitor. It's Neil Elliott. Will he be able to take down the two heavy Max D hitters? He already took down Tom Metz tonight. And again, Musauer nails the turn, but Elliott right in there. What a race across the line. I could not tell who won that race as they crossed the finish line, but Barney Musauer sure is looking fast tonight and might have just taken down the two legendary Max D drivers. He certainly has a lead getting towards that line. Max D making up the ground, but it's not enough. Barney Musauer's done it again. He's taken down Tom Mentz and Neil Elliott tonight. It's now time for round 3 of racing. John Zimmer and Dragon in the near lane takes on Todd LeDuc, Monster Energy Mutant. There's only 8 competitors left. One of these 8 is winning the racing championship tonight. And Todd LeDuc has eliminated John Zimmer from that hope. He now stands alive in the final 4. The next race, we have a pairing of brothers. Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger's in the near lane, taking on Adam Anderson. Gravedigger in the far lane. Can Ryan Anderson get it done and go back to the semifinals? Adam goes wide in the turn. Son of a Digger lost some speed somehow, and he couldn't get it done. He had it in the bag, and he made a mistake over the jump. Adam Anderson and Gravediggers go into the semifinals. Now we have Mark McDonald, FS1 Cletus, taking on Morgan Kane, Gravedigger. Morgan Kane, no stranger to the third round, neither is Mark McDonald. The pressure will not get to either of them, but Morgan Kane had no rear steer. Mark McDonald is going to the semifinals. Maybe tonight is the night that he finally wins it all. Big night for Mark McDonald. Will it continue and lead to a championship? It is now time for the final race of the third round, the final 2 of the 8 competitors. In the near lane, Bari Musauer and Zombie. He's been an upsetting machine all night, taking on Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, but Musauer's behind by a lot. Tyler Menninga staying strong, trying to get back to that final round again, and he is one step closer with a win in the third round. Bari's incredibly magical run will end in round 3. Now it's time for the semifinals, our final 4 competitors. In the near lane, Todd LeDuc, Monster Energy Mutant, taking on Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. 2 drivers who have won racing championships before. One of them will get a chance to do it again this year. They're close, but Adam Anderson will be the one with a shot at winning it all tonight. Gravedigger is going back to the final round with Adam Anderson behind the wheel. This next race is another big one. 2 drivers who have a lot on the line and have never won racing championships. The near lane, it's Mark McDonald. FS1 Cletus taking on Tyler Menninga. Gravedigger, McDonald has lost in the final round to Adam Anderson before. Tyler Menninga lost last year in the finals to Ryan Anderson. And Tyler Menninga, oh my, wild across the line, but he's able to cross it first. He has got a date in the final round again with the other Anderson brother, Adam Anderson. He's able to hold it together, and Mark McDonald not able to seal the deal. He had a chance. He surely had a chance, but Tyler Menninga got that tire across first. Cletus not getting it done. Let's crown ourselves a racing champion, shall we? In the far lane, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. The near lane, Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. They are so close. Adam goes wide in the turn. Menninga loses speed after the turn. They cross the line in a photo finish. But Adam Anderson, it looked like, got it done by about a half a tire length. We're going to look at the replay to guarantee that we have our World Racing Champion. Absolutely wild final round race, one of the greatest of all time. Adam Anderson's on that near side, Tyler Menninga the far side, and Adam Anderson has won yet another World Finals Championship, this one in Monster Jam Racing. His 3rd ever World Finals Racing Championship and his first driving a Gravedigger truck. He won 2 behind the wheel of Gravedigger the Legend, this time in the black and green wrecking machine that his father drove for all those years, and now he himself adds a notch to his belt. What a big victory for Adam Anderson, and yet another World Finals Championship, number 5 for the man, the son of the icon. And what a wild night of Monster Jam Racing it was. I'm going to cap it off right there because the encore is a little bit different, and I'm not going to commentate over the encore. If you want to see it, you can watch the original video on Monster Truck Vault's channel. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Gosh, I missed World Finals Racing in Sam Boyd Stadium, and it's just so exciting, so cool, and it's the first time I've done one of them in a long, long time, so super fun to do. I had a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.